before we kind of fully dive into the topic, I want to, first of all, acknowledge the fact that I'm thrilled with technology that allows everybody to kind of join in from all over the world, really. Um, and with that in mind, I'd like you to be as present and mindful as possible. So I encourage everybody on the call to shut down those phones, turn off those emails, and really kind of be as present as you can through this conversation. I also, for those of you who are joining us live, I always include about 20 to 30 minutes at the end for a Q&A, so that you can ask any questions about end-of-life issues that you would like answered. And I also include my contact information so that if you don't have any questions today, you may have them later. And so I encourage you to reach out and get in touch. If you do like this conversation and you want to, join in, even if you aren't on the live call, feel free to like and subscribe and add your comments. This conversation can go on, and I encourage you to be a part of it. So with that in mind, we will get started and talk about the ways that we can thank caregivers in our lives. If you have a caregiver sometimes caregivers feel like part of the family. If that's the case, think about ways you show your appreciation to them, for them. If you are a caregiver, what are some ways that you would like people to show appreciation? Think about that as we go through this program, this session. And if we don't cover some of your favorite ways to do this, I encourage you to share them in the comment section at the end. If you have a special caregiver in your life, it's important to thank them from time to time. This show of gratitude can be something informal. For example, send a text letting them know they're appreciated in general, or send a more detailed email thanking them for something specific. This is a lovely thing to do if they go above and beyond in some way, or maybe they're just consistently reliable. Thank you messages can also be a nice touch for someone's birthday, anniversary, or special holiday. As you know, caregiving for others is not easy. Therefore, letting caregivers know you recognize their sacrifice helps them feel good about the work that they do. Go online to find some lovely inspirational messages, or you can write your own. What about snail mail? Receiving a heartwarming handwritten letter brings a big smile to anyone's face. Your personal note of gratitude sends a powerful message of appreciation. It also shows you recognize their hard work and the important role they play in your life. What specifically can we give to those caregivers we appreciate so much? Well, let's go over some 10 specific ideas. And the first on my list is gift cards. So what does your caregiver like to do as a special treat? Routinely talk to them. Gather ideas for appropriate gift cards. Maybe they would feel pampered with a manicure, or a massage. Maybe they like to frequent a local coffee shop or bookstore. If you're gifting them something big, like that takes some time, like tickets to a movie or a whole spa day, which is fabulous, consider pairing the gift with an offer to babysit or cover their shift that day. That makes the gift even more feasible and appreciated. Number 2, respite care. Set aside a day every week or month to give caregivers a break. This is especially helpful if the caregiver is a member of the family and spending 24/7 providing that care. They need a break. Respite means you take over and allow them to spend some time on themselves. If you're the spouse or partner of someone providing respite care, take over extra duties at home so they can give this gift of time to the caregiver. Makes it easier for them to offer this. Teamwork makes the dream work. So when you provide respite care, encourage your caregiver to take an extended nap, go out to lunch with friends, or do whatever they want to enjoy some well-deserved time off. You can even hire an end-of-life doula like me to add to your care team. And part of my job as a death doula is to provide structure and free time for caregivers and volunteers. So send your caregiver out for a date night with their partner. Offer to watch their children or pets. This is often the most expensive part of a night out. So taking care of their little ones, furry or otherwise, makes it possible for them to spend quality time with the other adults in their lives. 3, a special basket. Put together a themed basket with some of their favorites. This could include self-care items like face masks and bath bombs, or a blend of red and white wines with cheese and crackers. If you go to your local wine store, they will help you put together something really lovely and meaningful. Same with chocolate stores and even hobby stores. Movie buffs appreciate baskets with popcorn, candy, soda, and gift cards for a movie streaming service. You can get creative, but we all love a special basket, whether it's delivered through the mail or whether you bring it over and surprise them with it. Sometimes caregivers are so busy caring for others that they forget about themselves. Do you know of a special dish or dessert they enjoy? Put a meal together that can be stored in the freezer or wherever so that they can enjoy it when they'd like it. There are also plenty of services that deliver fruits, vegetables, meals, or cakes. You could go online and find your caregiver's favorite restaurants and send something from anywhere in the world. 5, be their caregiver. Offer to help and be specific. For example, set aside some time to run errands for them. This includes picking up groceries, dry cleaning, or driving them to the doctor's office. Encourage them to think of you as a source of support. 6, send flowers. A simple bouquet of flowers brightens up someone's day. These can be professionally arranged from your own garden or hand-picked wildflowers from the local park. They fill the whole room or house with love, and they smell nice too. 7, donate. What is your caregiver's favorite cause or charity? Whether it's a local nonprofit or international organization, find it online and make a monetary donation in their name. Make sure the charity lets them know so that they're aware of this gift. Sometimes the most valuable gift we can give is our time. Spend an afternoon sitting with your caregiver and catching up. Regularly ask caregivers about themselves. Give them an opportunity to talk about their interests, health issues, or other concerns. Ask open-ended questions that show an interest. Fix them a cup of coffee or tea, and then sit and listen to whatever they have to say. Allowing someone to vent or just talk is a precious gift. Without judgment, without agenda, without bringing it back to you. Just listen. It's a gift, especially for people who spend most of their time making it about everyone else. Shine the spotlight on them for a change. Really tune in to the caregivers in your world, whether they're caring for family, friends, neighbors. For instance, would they benefit from support groups, training sessions, or local forums? Pass along information you find to help them with self-care options. Share ideas for how to deal with issues that come up. They might also benefit from online classes that expand their skills and abilities, but you'll only know when you talk to them. So when you visit and listen, that'll give you some clues as to how you can better thank and appreciate them. Advocate, spread the word in your local groups, on social media. Remind others that caregivers deserve some love. This includes voting for lawmakers who support those working in at-home care. Reach out and get in touch with your local lawmakers, your state lawmakers, even your United States representatives. Make sure they know you consider the caregivers a priority and worthy of support. Now, we might not think to indulge in gourmet cakes or cupcakes or special treats. And that's why it's so special when someone gets them for us. So consider this the next time your caregiver celebrates a birthday or just because. Now, these are all ways to thank caregivers in your life. Ultimately, no matter what you do, make sure they know how special they are to all of us. Do you have other items that should belong on this list? Well, feel free to leave comments in the chat section or in a moment, share out loud. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is my contact information for anybody who's watching a recording of this call and can't chime in live. I look forward to hearing from you anytime. I'm going to stop the recording so that the people on this call can feel free to chat without being recorded. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today.